thinks buying new construction is the obvious choice until they see this. Today, I'm putting new homes and resale homes head to head, and the differences are wild. Gilbert, Arizona is one of the hottest places to buy in the Phoenix metro, but buyers are constantly asking me the same question. Should we go new construction or resale? Instead of talking hypotheticals, I'm going to show you actual homes in both categories, actually 3. So you can see exactly what you get for your money, from lot size to layout to finishes to HOA fees, location, long-term value, and show you also what the builders don't tell you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what option makes the most sense for your lifestyle, your budget, and your long-term goals, and which one could quietly cost you more than you expect. Okay, let's take a look at the resale home first. And some of the biggest challenges when people say they don't want to do resale is because they don't want to be burdened with deferred maintenance. This particular home has a newer roof, has newer HVAC, has solar panels, and it already has a pool in the ground. So when you take those and put it on this home, it kind of balances out without new construction, except for the pool, which is an added plus, which, by the way, in these nicer homes, you're looking at somewhere minimum $80,000 for just a hole in the ground. You're probably going to spend closer to $125,000 or $150,000 to add a pool. Now, location is absolutely everything, and being this is in an older part of Gilbert, it is close to absolutely everything. So when you look at resaleability, you want to be closer into what people are driven to Gilbert for. We're talking freeways, amazing schools, shopping, dining, activities, entertainment, job corridor, freeway. This location is phenomenal. And one other big plus, this community is a lake community. There's only 90 homes in this community, so it's very quaint, if you would, and they don't build communities like this at all anymore, anywhere. They do build communities that have lakes, but it's usually one lake. It's not really accessible for the vast majority of the homeowners. How about endless amount of walking paths around multiple different parts of these, I call them kind of like fingers or inlets. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's take a look at this home. These homes are about the same price. They're right around $840,000 as you see them today. And they are just under 3,200 square feet, and they are both 2-story, and they both are on the same size lots. So let's jump right into this. This one, I think, is gonna blow you away.
I'm gonna call this Don't Judge a Book by a Cover series. I'm gonna show you guys homes that, although you might not be super drawn to the curb appeal, it's super normal for the more desirable areas because they were built 20, 30 years ago. This is a gorgeous 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, almost 3,200 square feet that has been renovated. We have some modern aesthetics we can see right here. That's new stonework. This is obviously pavers and turf. So gorgeous desert landscaping. Look at that gorgeous growth right there. And then look at these beautiful palm trees. You don't get this with new construction. Courtyard, you could be out here for breakfast, you could have a patio, you could put a waterfall here. Those trees are just magnificent. Super healthy too. Love this. I can already tell we have new windows. Just even little touches like this tell me we're going to be wowed inside. I'm telling you, don't judge a book by its cover. And the price of this home is less than what you would get for new construction of a home this size. And you're going to be further out, and you are going to have more travel time, not be near freeways and entertainment and great schools, and not one, but 2 downtown districts are literally minutes from here. We have a front office. I love the way this is kind of tucked away up here. This originally, I'm going to say, was maybe a formal living room and dining room, and they changed it at some point. Love this idea. So you have this private office up here with a magnificent view. No, it's not a view of the lake, but this is great. Looks like maybe 2 people were using this as an office, or the kids were doing it maybe for homework. Absolutely beautiful. We have vaulted ceilings even on the first level. Love this, lots of natural light, but with that new window, you're not going to get the direct sun in because it has a reflective coating on it. Gorgeous. Then we have a formal dining room right over here. You could also make this whatever you want, but that's what they use this for, I can tell. That's what I would call a minimalized light. If that's not your taste, obviously you can replace it. It has the wiring though. I would put some bushes and flowers out here. That's what I would do. Gorgeous lights. Look at the stair rail. Although I really like the color, it's a very warm. I think you could do a fresh coat of paint in here. Look at that green light. Oh, that's spectacular. Look at the baseboards are beautiful. Oh, that shiplap, gorgeous. Not too much. This ceiling is just to die for. Wow, absolute wow. Oh, and look at this shiplap work. Oh my goodness. I love this. Dun dun dun. Don't pay attention to my horrible voice. Look at this. Gorgeous, gorgeous kitchen. Look at that. We're talking restaurant door to a pantry. I can't wait to show that to you. I haven't seen it yet myself. We have storage underneath the cabinets. We have beautiful appliances. We have the stack cabinets. Gorgeous hood. We have a gas cooktop stove. Even though this home was built once upon a time, again, it probably had a smaller island and it had a little nook area over here where you actually had a table and chair and everything. This is the modern way we live our kitchens today. So again, you're not having to drive another 15, 20 miles outside of town to get this type of a home. Look at the storage. Oh my gosh. I'm loving that. Look at this gorgeous window. Beautiful appliances, KitchenAid. Oh, that's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh. I love the backsplash. Look at this center island, I love that, it's beautiful. Oh, it's got pull-outs even. Oh, that is very nice. I love the drawers. Oh, this is fantastic. Spice racks area. Oh, pot filler. Drawers are so much better than cabinets, just to let you know. Look at this towel holder. Look at this sink. Oh my goodness. That is one of the biggest sinks I have ever seen. And I love this. Obviously that would slide over here if needed. Oh, look at that. Instead of having to reach down here, look at this. So they used to have, so here's the garbage disposal. This was for built for an RO system, which you could easily install a new one. Again, one of the benefits of buying resale is all these little tiny things have already been thought of, as opposed to having to figure out, what do I need? And still having to put them in, new construction. I really love this kitchen. Look at that ceiling. Can you guys see how tall it is? Look at the additional lighting up there. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, let's check this out. I'm dying to see what's in here. This is phenomenal. Wow! So for those of you who said, that's kind of a small fridge, that's just the front fridge. Here's the, I don't know what you would call this, the backup fridge. I'm gonna pop this out this way. Oh my God, we're talking a true butler's pantry. Holy moly, look at the storage. You could have an amazing little coffee section over here, appliance shelf, dry food storage. We have another oven, let's check that out. What is this? This is a wine chiller. I've never seen one so narrow. That's awesome and perfect. We have garbage, a receptacle drawer here. Water filtration system. Boom. We have more drawer storage here. We have another oven here. This is fantastic. Oh my gosh, and look at the storage. You are not gonna run out of room in this kitchen. I'm sorry, I don't see new construction homes with this at all. And then it has its own little ventilation, obviously AC as well, and this beautiful fan in here. Oh my goodness, we have a wine rack. Oh, more storage way up there. Can y'all see that? Wow, I love this door. And then you can hang your aprons right there. That's so awesome. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at the backyard while we're here. It's just really interesting how you enter the back patio from the side here. Now, I'm not going to tell you what's on the other side of that door. You probably have figured it out, or else you'll figure it out in a moment. Beautiful travertine. Very expensive to do your pool patio. In the travertine, we have taller than normal wall here. It's been lifted up and stuccoed and painted. Very clean. And then right here is your backyard. Now this is an east-facing backyard. It's not the most desirable, but it is not the least, it's not the most painful. You want to make sure you don't have a west-facing backyard. I'm telling you, you will regret it. Having an east-facing backyard will give you more sunshine in the morning. And at this home, by probably 3 or 4 p.m., is going to be, hold on, I'm being interrupted by a plane in the air. So I'll tell you, no matter where you live in the greater Phoenix area, you will hear planes at some level. It is unbelievable how busy our air travel is here. Whether you're talking about helicopters or private planes or fun planes like that one, that's a twin prop. We also have Lear jets. We have obviously the large commercial planes. But if plane noise is important to you, like that to me wasn't bothersome. I live right by Stellar Air Park, which is also not very noisy. Occasionally you hear the jets. Well, they're not jets, they're Lear jets, so they're very quiet, the luxury. If you live in the West Valley, you're gonna hear Luke Air Force Base. So again, there's a lot of planes in our air. It's just kind of weird. Again, all new windows. We have gutters to keep this off the patio, which is a good thing. I know that sounds weird, but most of the homes here don't have gutters. I don't know if you guys have noticed that in all the videos. And then we have a nice pool area. So this backyard to me is for a more mature buyer, even though it's a family-sized type of home. You don't necessarily have places for the kids to play, but there are a lot of parks and walking trails in this area. This is absolutely gorgeous. You have your pool tucked away. Let's see what else we have. We have Pebble Tech. And then we have this gorgeous built-in pergola. One of the things I talk about is usability in backyards, and one of them is going to be about shade. You know, our backyards here in Arizona are an extension of our home. This, again, with an east-facing backyard, this is going to be the coolest yard. If you like the idea of swimming but not necessarily need to be in the sun, this is ideal. Now I have to admit, I don't particularly like that backyard right there. That's so far at this point the only negative I've seen. This is just very cool. Look at this big tree right here. Again, you don't get this with new construction. This is gorgeous at night. Here on this side of the house, we have the pool equipment. Oh, wow. We have a heated pool. That is roof tile. So if this was a home you were interested in, we would be doing some additional inquiries. We'd be asking about how old the AC is, which we could actually look. Let me see. This is kind of I wonder if that's for a dog or something. Anyways, let's see. If 2019 and 2020. So we have newer ACs, yay. The nails on the tile look like the nails were new. So again, that's the question we would ask. Love the fact that there's no new windows. And then like what I said when we were on the inside of this room right here, I don't know if you can see me there, I would put a vine or trees or bushes or a waterfall or something so that you weren't just looking out at this wall. And then they've obviously made some room for some storage here. I love this house so far. Love, love, love. Okay, other than that little fence. That might be, it looks like they had a different fence here at one time. Obviously, it's not a deal breaker in my opinion, but if you want a perfect home, that's something that you could do and fix. Love this. I'm trying to see, I think that's a water feature. Yeah, it is. I think water might pour down on there. I'm not sure. All right, let's go inside. Oh, look at this big, beautiful sitting area. That's great for the kids. I just turned around really quick here. I saw this stucco work. Something's been done here. An extension, perhaps. These are the kind of questions we would ask. Obviously, right here, there was a TV. We would ask that. Now, in Arizona, on a resale purchase contract, it looks like there's been some stucco work here. So we would ask a lot more questions about that. The seller has a document to fill out called the Seller Property Disclosure Statement. And that document, it's an 8-page questionnaire for the seller that gives you all the information that they are aware of. Now, if that was done by a previous homeowner, they might not have the answer, but we could also do more research or inspections. As I was starting to say, in the resale purchase contract, we have a standard 10-day inspection period. One of the things when you have a competitive market that you can do is shorten that to be more competitive. I'll tell you, it's the most stressful time for sellers to wait for buyers to complete their inspections. So if you're trying to maybe get a better deal price-wise, that might be something you might want to shorten again to win the contract. Oh my goodness, how darn cute is this? Oh gosh. Okay, this is perfect for littles. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I'm just melting here because I can imagine my grandkids playing this. We have a dry erase board right here. We have their own little cubby hole that has still the flooring, and look at the little animals right there. And they probably had a little area where they could read, and they have a light. I might have to put a little light cover on that, but oh my gosh, this is just adorable. You know, this home has enough storage that you wouldn't necessarily need to use that as storage. But as you can see here, you can put backpacks here, and fresh coat of paint would be really good. But oh my God, that's just adorable. Laundry room. Really nice size laundry room. This is not a fire rated door. So, and that's weird that it opens out and not in. I don't know why. Why do I feel like this is creepy? Why is it black? I have never seen a black garage. Oh my goodness. What's behind the fabric? This is weird. I would definitely do more research and ask what did they do in here? Did they have a paint shop, a car shop? I don't know. Lots of power. If you guys know what this is, drop it in the comments. Okay. I was scared. All right, we have the water heater and we have the furnace. So weird. I've never seen it quite like this. Look at that nice new tray though. (2017), so it's about 9 years old. And then this is a furnace. Definitely need to do more research on what was going on in here. Not that it's a bad thing, but I've never seen a blacked out garage like this. And then we have, of course, we have a sink over here, which a lot of people really do love. Okay, let's go back to the house. Look at the whole bathroom. Okay, everything has been remodeled in this home. I love it. And again, even if you bought from a builder, you're not gonna have this kind of detail. Again, this kind of stuff isn't what you get with builders. Wallpaper, you'd have to be putting in afterwards. Tile work, they do, they like, you just don't. Oh, look at this beautiful shower. Where's Jessie Lee when we need her? She always shows us the shower. Oh my gosh, I just love this. So cute. Then we have the primary. We have a shoe closet. Okay, who else is loving that? We have a mirror there. We have a private door to the backyard. That's what I was showing you on the outside. Good size master bedroom, or primary, whatever you call it. We have the door that separates the bathroom. Are you ready? Oh my gosh, this is just gorgeous. Okay, and then we have the real closet. And then we have another closet. Oh my gosh, so this is plenty of, I don't know about plenty, but lots of closet space, plus the shoe closet out there, plus the linen storage. Wow, I love how they've tied all the tile together, so it's not too many different textiles in the home, but it's slightly different. Drawers instead of cabinets. Very tall ceilings, even though this is a 2-story home. Really nicely done. Okay, let's go upstairs. We have carpet on the stairs. I know some people don't like carpet. I like it on the stairs just for kids or pets. There are other options. Okay, and then we have a desk area. And we have more storage. Linens, games, blankets, that would be linens, extra pillows. Okay, oh, check this out. A pocket door. Do we see those anymore? Why would you need a pocket door right here? Why would you want that separate? Very interesting. Let's see what's on the other side before I start asking those questions. Now, happen to know over here, there is a loft. Okay, more room for towels, linens, games. Look at this, guys. This is the game room, the game loft. What is this? A dishwasher. Stop. Okay, this is awesome. So this is a game room. They obviously didn't really eat up here, but maybe drank. And then they had the dishwasher, so they had their own glassware that was stored up here. And this is big enough for, you can make this a movie room, you could do a foosball table, you could do a pool table, you could make this a music room. And now that we're on the second level, we have beautiful vaulted ceilings and feels very spacious in this house. Now, this is where wow, am I quite surprised at what I can see? Wow. All right, well, I'm gonna show you, of course. Look at those beautiful clouds. That's all I gotta say, guys. We don't get very many clouds, and we just had a little bit of rain yesterday, and this is what it looks like the day after. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is beautiful, and if you just look out there, you can enjoy it, but then you also can look down on your neighbors. It's not always a good thing. So this neighbor next door, I see some deferred maintenance on their patio. It's actually okay, not bad. That right there, I'm gonna say is a rental. Look at the backyard. This needs a paint job. Isn't this terrible that I'm saying all this stuff? And then this over here, same thing. Look at how terrible that backyard is. Well, you can't pick your neighbors, whether it's a new community or old community. But those are smaller homes, and again, my thought is that they're both rentals. Beautiful. Back little patio, though, balcony, I'm sorry. And as long as you don't look down, it's gorgeous. Look at all the beautiful trees, palm trees, clouds. I can hear the planes in the distance. I find that peaceful. Okay, let's go see what the kids' rooms, or the secondary rooms, are up here. Let's check out the bathroom. Nope. Let's check out the bathroom. Very nice. So again, you have some cohesiveness between all the bathrooms, but also very different style. It is so pretty, this wallpaper. I can feel the texture underneath too. Like, anyways, oh, so modern, like very nice. Even the mirrors, like, look at the design. Really pulls in together. And this is what so many people forget, as silly as it sounds, towel racks. I love that. Oh, and they're just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at that cute front of that tub. Never seen that. I love that. It's a spa. Okay, I noticed the little holes in the bathtub. Wait, what is it? Yep, there we go. It's a jacuzzi tub. I love this. Oh, there's more. What? Help me, guys. This is not for towels, and I wouldn't say it's for gripping. What's that for? Help me! Design people. What is that for? Like I said, it's not for gripping. I want to know your input. Love it. And then look at this. It's got a phone holder, but they have their little poopery. Really, really nice remodel. And then we have 3 bedrooms. Wow, look at the size of these bedrooms. I'm telling you, new construction does not compete with this. I know you can't tell because there's no furniture in here. Wow, I would say this is easily 12 by 12, maybe even 13 by 12. Wow. And then look at the size of this closet. It goes way down there, tons of storage. They just don't make homes like this anymore, guys. And then here, whoa, look at this room. Also huge, 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 huge. Oh my Lord, yes. Yes! Oh, I'm digging this house so much for y'all. Oh my goodness. All of these bedrooms are super, super big. Wow. I have not seen new construction at any price point with rooms this big. This is cool, having this so you don't actually see the house, or it's not as obtrusive behind the curtains here. Normally curtains don't convey with the home, but these aren't really curtains. These are more like I wouldn't even call them drapes. They're kind of more of a decor. So typically the seller will take them with them, but obviously since this home is vacant, they stay with the home. They're not that much of an investment, but they are great, especially if they have the blackout. Oh, this is great too. Love this house, guys. And I'm telling you, you cannot buy new homes like this and be only 7 minutes from downtown Chandler, maybe the same distance from downtown Gilbert, from being on several different freeways. You're right by the 60, right by the 101, which is going to bring you to the 202 or the 10. So for commuting, this is ideal. Schools, top-notch. Employment even nearby. Shopping, dining. This is a gold mine, and it's the lake community. So if you're thinking about buying, maybe new construction isn't where it's all at.
What'd you think of that? Even I was blown away. Now here's the thing. I think both of the new construction, which I'm about to show you, and this resale home, there can still be some modifications if it doesn't fit your exact needs. So it depends. Like I said, this particular home, I liked everything except when you walk into that kitchen area, that wall, I would remove the wall and I would put sliding windows. I think that would make a huge difference, but I love the rest of this home. The HOA here is only $86 a month. Now, take that with you. Write this down as we're comparing notes on the different properties, because I feel like that goes a long way. From a resaleability, this area is always, it's right down the street from Google. It is right down the street from GoDaddy. It is right by literally millions of high-paying jobs. Like, can you tell I'm so passionate about? This is a phenomenal location. If you want to go to downtown Gilbert, if you want to go to downtown Chandler, if you want to go to downtown Tempe, you are right there. Massive freeways. You can get to Scottsdale. You can get to the airport. It's hard to beat this location. That's all I got to say. Now, we're going to jump right into new construction. Now, new construction, let me tell you, I wanted to find you a home that was comparable. So I found you the same parameters. It is a 2-story, just under 3,200 square feet, and it's about the same size lot. I'm going to show you the model first, because I think if you see the model, you'll go, I would take the new construction. But then when I'm going to show you the spec, then you're going to really see. So this is what I mean by trickery. Model homes are there to suck you in. Don't ever go to new construction site without us. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We'll set up a free buyer consultation Zoom meeting with you, walk you through all the ins and outs even before you are ready to buy. 6 months, 12 months, 18 months ahead of time. Give us a call. So what I want to say is that particular model is available for sale. You'll see what I mean by the trickery. It's over $1 million. So again, you're not comparing the resale home to the model home, but I want you to see what the potential might be. Then we're going to go check out the actual comparable home, and you'll see what I mean. I want to hear what you have to say.
Here we go, brand new construction, always super appealing to buyers. Same size lot as the resale home that we were talking about, but as you can see, the front yard is a very different size. Hopefully they put a lot more of that in the backyard, which we will see. It has everything to do with the layout, right? The front of the home, although it's charming, it's very deceiving. It doesn't look like it's as big as the other home, but it is. We also are looking at a 2-car tandem garage, which for some people, that's not preferred, but let's take a look. It's not as grand, but it is abstract and it has a ton of things to catch your eye. We have the front wing right here that's gonna go to, again, that guest room. It's actually a very nice size. This is a double bed though, and this is a north-facing backyard. So this is what you are going to encounter most of the day here. Direct sunlight in this room. And then we have a nice little vanity front bathroom. I like this. I like that it's a vanity and not a pedestal. Thumbs up. Now again, nicely upgraded because it's the model. We're gonna take a look at the spec to see how that compares. Oh, we have another half bath right here. Okay, that's what you call a powder room. I'm looking at the door. That's gonna be a really tight fit. I thought it was maybe a pocket door, but it is a true door because I see the hinge marks there. It's a narrow door, so you're gonna come in here and have to actually be standing over here to shut that door. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is a very small footprint. So if you have larger guests, it's not gonna be good. All right. We have over here, oh, interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. The way they have it shown here, this is going to be the office. You could probably put a wall there to give yourself a little bit more privacy. But that's going to close off this a lot. And I'm not so sure while we're serving a formal dinner, we want to necessarily see office space. Unusual. I have a closet over here too, which again tells me that this might be an option where you can put walls and stuff. Because it's really weird to see a closet, and it's nice. Office supplies and such. You have the whole living space over there. So I think from a model home perspective, this makes sense, but from a livability, this doesn't make sense. You definitely need that wall and probably even some double doors over there. I hear people talking. Oh, yep, construction people. And we have beautiful dining room. I like the windows. Upgrade also those cabinets. Backyard to what we were looking at from a resale perspective. This backyard is larger. It has a larger covered patio, which is gold in Arizona. This is outdoor living space. It is literally like extra square footage of a home. Because this is north-south facing though, I'm sorry, not though, it's a good thing because you can actually use this backyard the full year. Like it's always gonna be shaded and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I really like what they did over here too. Just kind of giving you some ideas as to how you can zhuzh up your backyard and just instead of just plants. That's beautiful. Okay, we have a gorgeous outdoor barbecue. And you could put a smaller pool over there. You could also do a smaller barbecue and maybe push it more in the corner, and there'd be plenty of room for a swimming pool. So new construction, this is actually a nicer size lot. I don't particularly care for this location. Well, some people might. Okay, it doesn't have a super tall wall. And right on the other side is a little bit of a what they call a setback. And then that's the main street coming in and out. So it's not heavy traffic, but it's all the traffic. So once this community is full, you'll start to see more and more vehicles cruising past you. But again, it has a good setback. And again, it depends on the lot. This is also a new home. You have higher energy efficiency, better windows, insulation, and things like that. So for those reasons, this outdoor trumps the other. Not to mention, look at those gorgeous windows and this gorgeous window. Oh yeah, talk about bringing the inside out. Okay, these are some funky looking knobs. I kind of feel like they're retro almost. We have the upgraded, we have a single oven, and then we also have the microwave up top like that. This is what I mean by, what do you call these, retro? I don't know. You like those, you guys? Got the cabinets. I'm all soft close. Lots of drawers, like the drawers versus cabinets. Nice setback that you can walk in between. A couple people in the kitchen at the same time, no problem. Decent sized countertop. Have a seam down the middle, obviously because of the size. Picking your work apart. Oh, no, that's good. As long as people, if you expect that, then there's no surprises. Exactly. Nice size walk-in pantry, though. Very, very nice size.
Full of food, I always tell everybody, let me know.
Okay, yeah. First barbecue, yeah, for sure.
I don't miss any minute.
Nice cabinets. Could do a little coffee station there, and some more prep work. You could actually add more cabinet space over this way. They obviously made that the living space. And as you can see, these gentlemen are very nicely comfortable. It's spread out.
It's a beautiful layout here.
Yes.
It's very warm.
Yeah.
Very inviting. You know,
Lots of windows.
You can be in the kitchen and still entertain with everybody.
Exactly.
It's a functional, beautiful layout.
It is. It's a very nice.
Very nice, very open.
You could put a Christmas tree right over there. You could put a Christmas tree right there. Yep.
A nice built-in right there.
You could put a nice built-in over there. Yeah.
Don't get me started on the things you could do.
All right, let's go check and see what we have upstairs. Well, let's see what these, okay, that's the garage, which we can't get into. They never let us. Oh, and then we have some nice size storage underneath here. Let's check this out. Oh, that's where it comes to an end, but that's a good spot. I love the tall doors. Really tall ceilings too. And this, let me check out this. So this is called 90-10. So 90% of it's smooth, and then 10% you still have a little bit of texturing. And then we have the hard angles versus back in the day we used to have curved. What I like too for small kid purposes is the stairs are not really a problem. You could easily put a fence, a gate right here, and also one at the bottom. And then this whole upstairs is a safe place. All right, let's see, we got beautiful loft, like I said. Let's see, I don't know where to start. Let's go here. Laundry, why do those look so dang small? God, are these European or something? Oh my God, they're itty bitty. Look at, they don't even fill up the tray. What? Oh my goodness. Are these a permanent size? Like, tell me. They're not plugged in, of course. Okay, these are super small, guys. I don't even know what to say. They look funny as all get out. Oh my gosh, this is super cool though. Ha ha ha. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. We're not gonna go this way. Okay, we have cabinets. Nowhere to fold though, nowhere to fold. Although you could build, especially with these itty bitty, muy pequeño laundry, you could build like a cabinet shelf thing right on top, if that makes sense. And then you can fold there. Those are just the weirdest thing. I haven't seen those yet. All right, let's go over here. This is, okay, very nice size closet. Loving that. Some natural light. And then we have a good sized bedroom. It's long and narrow. It's not a square, but very nice size. Very nice size. Again, that's a double bed. So a queen bed is gonna eat more than that, but you can put a queen bed, smaller nightstands, and then over here you could put the dresser, and you could even put a desk over here. So this is a nice sized room. What a weird mirror too. Okay. And then we have the loft that we already visited. Then we have over here the upstairs hall bathroom. Nice. We have raised vanity, which to me is kind of odd. If you have littles, I guess you could just get little stairs, and they can brush their teeth. You know they're going to be leaving massive water stains right there. Water spots, let's see. All right, we don't have medicine cabinets. We do have drawers. That's a big plus. Drawers are better than cabinets. We have the shower. What is this? This just feels so funny, not to mention I don't think it's very attractive. I sound like one of those TikTok people. It just feels acrylic-like. It is tile, but it's not my favorite tile. How's that? All right, then we have a really nice sized bedroom. This is a good sized bedroom. Much more of a square with corner window. Nice. We can still do big nightstands, bookshelf over there, dresser over here. Really nice size, normal closet, but I like the dual rods. Tall ceilings, and we have the primary suite. Let's go to, ooh, the living spot. Wow, that's impressive. You can be in the same room and not touch each other, by far. You know what, this room is so long, the TV is kind of far away. Like if that's where the TV was gonna be, you probably couldn't see it very well. Beautiful windows, lots of windows. Nice size, primary for sure. And one of the things that we love to point out, how the primary bathroom is totally separate from the living area. So the person getting ready in the morning and getting up can do so without bothering anybody still in bed. Water closet right here, very nice size. So if you have a very large spouse, this will fit height or weight. This is a nice linen closet. We have a beautiful steam shower. This is super popular right now, the glass going all the way up. And then this would obviously allow the steam to come out, or you can close it and make it more of a steam shower. And then we have two separate vanities. Both are taller. And we also have a separate tub. A lot of builders are omitting that. I like that it's here and there's plenty of room. And to be honest with you, this is more of a useful tub. It's not the freestanding, which I know is very pretty, but you don't have any place to put stuff. Candles, lights, whatever it might be. I love that. And then this big, beautiful mirror. I like the drawers on both sides of this vanity. This is very nice. And then we could, after closing, you could add medicine cabinets for even more storage. Now this is a very nice size closet. Very, very nice. Did I say how nice it was? This is very nice. And with, even more creativity and a classy closet upgrade, you could make a ton of stuff stay in here. And now we're over here at the laundry room, which is really nice. You can have your hamper right here, and then it just goes right to the washing machine. The little tiny washing machine and dryer. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let's go check out the spec and see what it looks like when it's not upgraded.
One of the things that I know now that I didn't know when I did that video is they don't let you in the garage because that's kind of where their construction, I don't know why. To be honest with you, I don't know why. The main model home garage is kind of the sales office and that kind of thing. But these model homes, why can't you go look at the garage? Well, it wasn't until I got to the spec home that the light bulbs went on. So before you say new construction, let's take a look at the spec home and see, really comparing same size lot, house, and price from new construction to resale. Let's take a look.
So this is the location of this particular home. Not bad. You're gonna have people driving by you. A little bit more in the front yard. Not to worry about the backyard though. Just to let you know too, I can smell the things that I love about Gilbert. And you know what that is, my friends? Horses and cows. That smell dissipates during the day, but it tends to get really strong at night, and being its strongest first thing in the morning, and then it goes away. But that will continue for decades, just to let you know, even after the animals, well, the animals will never be gone. This is hilarious. They won't be gone from this area. All right, so we're gonna compare. This is the home that's at the same price point as the resale. The model looks amazing, as you saw, but this is what comes at the same price with no landscaping, okay? So not the same a lot. We have different flooring. And if you'll notice, it goes side to side versus front to back. Interesting, right? It has smaller and thinner baseboards. Obviously, we don't have the beautiful design there. This is the front living space. Hard to tell, it's a vacant home, but again, this is what it looks like in the same price point. So we have culture marble countertop, a little bit different, not as nice of a mirror, but we still have some beautiful gold lights. We have that champagne actual fixtures in the bathroom, but we still have the nickel, brushed nickel for hardware. And then we have the black shower door. Interesting. This is what you call the trifecta. All right. Remember I was saying maybe you could close that off? Maybe not. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like having this empty open space right here? And we talk about the lot size. Remember I said the model was a really nice lot size? Of course they did that on the model, not on what they're really selling. Look at this side yard. Literally. There's your air conditioner, one of them. There's the other one. and there's the wall, and there's your neighbor. Totally different feel, guys, right? Totally different. Yeah, all right, we have that closet right there, and then we have this open living space. I'm gonna check out the backyard because now I feel like we're comparing apples to apple. That model gives you the wrong feeling. Also, again, massively upgraded. We don't have quite the same doors, although this is very nice, and we don't have the glass doors right there. So let's take a look though and see what we have. We still have a beautiful covered patio that is a really nice size. But again, we're going back to, again, if we're comparing it to the resale, here's what the view is here. This is literally your view and will always be your view. Houses. Houses, walls, maybe someone's gonna get some trees. As you saw in that one aerial, one neighbor put in a pickleball court. Oh my God, that would make me move. I'm a pickleball player, but no way would I love to live next door to a pickleball court. Okay, so there's the side yard, not the same, right guys? This is actually the right way. We want the house higher than the dirt. You lose a lot with this berm, if you would. You can't remove it. You can't change that. You can't dig it down so it's flat. Your pool, if you put one, is going to be significantly back. This backyard, in my opinion, is going to be more difficult than the resale home. Again, this is why you got to go look at the actual specs. Never, by the way, never, ever, ever go into a new build without your realtor, which hopefully is us. All right, guys, not quite as like wowing, right? Like the model homes are amazing. But this is what your backyard would be. Can you hear the dog? Can't pick your neighbors, no matter where you live. Okay. Hi, puppy. I think that pickleball court is right there, and I can actually see some massive lighting in that backyard. That would not be a good neighbor to be near. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go check out the rest of the home. Again, because we're trying to compare apples to apples, not a brand new model to a remodeled home. Like, this is same price point, and this is same square footage. You really can't get more of a comparison, sorry guys, than what we have here today. This is also, okay, I'm gonna have to come back and fix that. This is also about 20-30 minutes further southeast from downtown Greater Phoenix Airport, possible employment, etc. So just because it says it has a Gilbert address, Gilbert, there's a lot of different parts of Gilbert. This is a beautiful part of Gilbert. It's just a new area. Okay, so we don't have those crazy knobs. I like these knobs better. We have the beautiful appliances, microwave, and then we have nice cabinets. Oh, did you guys catch that? Are the drawers soft close? Yes, the drawers are soft close, but the doors are not. I don't know why that just doesn't look as like, I don't know, amazing. Is this narrower? I feel like this is much narrower, guys. Weird. Why would it feel that way? That just seems weird. That seems super weird. Okay, but here is our beautiful family room that you don't have the exit here, but you still have the same amount of room. Tons of natural light, beautiful windows. I like that green. Green's so like in right now. Green, green, green. Of course, the refrigerator there. Beautiful pantry. Yeah, love the pantry, guys. Okay. So it still has some really nice upgrades, just not all of them, right? Garage, now we can actually go and take a look. All right, ooh, epoxy flooring. Ding, ding, ding. All right. Oh, it's not a 3-car garage. Wow, it's not a comparison, guys. It's not. If you want a 3-car garage, which I'll tell you with a 31, almost 3,200 square foot home, you need a 3-car garage. Oh man, I'm so glad we came to this spec. And this is such a, let's call it cozy, I'm kidding. This is a small garage with, there's not gonna be room for shelving, very little. You have EV charging, but look at the depth of this right here. Actually, you would have to put the shelves over here on this side. And this right here, this tile is 24 inches, sorry, it's 12 inches wide. And your shelves, that you can't even put Christmas boxes here. And that's also why they put this tankless water heater in, because there's not room for a full one. And you definitely want to be careful, make sure you have a small vehicle on this side, because this is where your water softener would go. Okay, all right, big negative, 2-car garage. For many people, that would just be, kill the deal. I'm so glad I saw that, and shame on me for not looking at the listing more. I was just looking at the square footage for you, and yep, same here. Square footage and price. All right, here's the loft when there's nothing here, and it's a very nice space. However, because it's not the end of a street, this is what your view is. House. And we have house. And then this direction is not good. This is west facing. Let me tell you, a west facing backyard is worse, but this room is gonna get super, super hot. Even with these amazing tempered windows, you're gonna have to put, you can see shutters and basically just shut out so that you're not gonna see any of this view at all, because you're gonna wanna prevent, right now in January when I'm doing this video, it's nice and cool outside. Not so much in July. And then we have the bedroom, no surprise, walk-in closet over here. Oh, let's check out the laundry room. Aha, see? There's not even a cabinet here. There's not a sink, and there's not cabinets above. So, gave up a lot there. Okay, no surprises here. Let's check out this bathroom. I love all the champagne, I do. I like that they've added that. I'm guessing it was a nominal cost to upgrade from a nickel, and black is kind of going out, so this is what they added. So just to let you know, the way builders pick specs is they kind of figure out what the top 10, maybe 20 things are that home buyers are adding and what's important to them, and that's what they put in the specs. So rather than spend, and I'm just picking a number, rather than spending $7,000 on 4-inch baseboards, you know, with 1.5-inch width, they, you know, maybe it's only $2,000 in the house for these smaller ones. Does it change that much aesthetically? No, not really, and they can save that on these spec homes. So, okay, we have, again, I'm not really digging the Culture Marlboro countertops. Okay, here in the spec, they've done this amazing shower. This wasn't even in the model. No tub here though. Lots of glass to clean, guys, and it's not a steam shower. So I don't know, is this a positive thing or a negative thing? For whatever reason, this builder thought this would be more appealing than what we saw. Okay, let's check out the closet. Closet's the same. Go back out to the laundry. Let's go back real quick into the bedroom, primary. And see if there's anything different. Nope, nice. But again, beautiful view from the model because it was kind of open, but this is what you're always gonna see. Your neighbors, not really. I mean, can I see in their windows? No, not really, but you're just gonna see houses. Okay, I'm gonna go back outside again real quick because I didn't really figured out that this was an east-facing backyard. So east-facing backyard here in July, by midday, you have complete shade over, well, not complete, this is what, 3/4 shade over your backyard. In the summertime, you might really love that, but if you're someone that wants to catch the rays, you're not going to get that in this backyard.
Let's talk about the key things now that are very different between the resale and the new construction. Let me first by saying, yes, this new construction has more community amenities, okay? You have a clubhouse, you have a community swimming pool, and although this is so weird, even though the clubhouse and main area of the community isn't in a gated community, your neighborhood is gated. There's a reason for that. The town of Gilbert did not want to make this such an isolated community. And for fire services, they needed that road to be able to be open to everyone. And that's why community amenities are not behind lock gates, but the neighborhoods are. And that's kind of weird, right? Needless to say, the HOA here is $165 a month. So if you are not taking advantage of those community amenities, that is a lot more money. Also, the location of this community. Let's just say you worked at GoDaddy, which is right by where the other location is. You would be home in 10 minutes. If you lived in the new construction, it would be about 30 minutes. Now, if you work up in Scottsdale, let's just say you worked in Old Town. The Old Town commute to the first location, the resale location, is going to be about 35 minutes. If you were driving down to the new construction, you would be 45 minutes, perhaps an hour. I'm going to say closer to an hour. So if your time is valuable and it equates to, again, pro and con, the new construction is considerably further away from employment. Freeways, like it's not near a freeway. You have to drive 10, 15 minutes to a freeway, and then the freeway into town is going to be congested. So again, location has everything to do with it. Also, when you look at even just the way the community is spread out, comparing, again, the older community is more spread out. Homes are a little bit more dissipated, and there's a little bit more room. The new construction, you're literally house on house on house on house. And when people say cookie cutter, in my opinion, this is cookie cutter. I feel like I'm like in Mayberry, just in 2026. It's the same house over and over and over again. Maybe a little different color. And the fact that all of them are that is the biggest thing. Let me tell you, from a resale perspective, to have a home almost 3,200 square feet and only have a 2-car garage is not good. I'm telling you, it is not a good thing from a resale perspective. If you have teenagers, or even if you don't have teenagers right now, as they grow up and then they're driving, where are they going to park the car? In the driveway. I would always tell people, do not buy a home with 2-car garage, especially this big. Even homes that are like 4-bedroom, 2-bath. I'm telling you, you want a 3-car garage in Arizona, period. So when you look at all those, I want to hear what you have to say. Please tell me, what would you rather do? Oh, and by the way, I didn't mention, not only do you not really have a space for a pool, even if you found a lot that you could, like let's say you did buy the model at 1.1 million, then you still have to put a pool in because that doesn't include a pool, remember? So it's not apple to apple. I think you could go into the resale home and change out that back wall for $25,000 to $30,000. And it would be an amazing home. The new construction, you're going to spend at least that in the little tiny itty bitty backyard. And whether you're out in your backyard or in your house looking at the windows, all you're going to see is other people's stucco. And did you see that pickleball court? I'm a pickleballer. I'm telling you, I'm actually going to play in just a little bit, but I have to tell you, I would be completely annoyed if my neighbor had a pickleball court. And we don't have that pickleball sound like in Carmel, California. You're not allowed to use, you have to use special paddles. That's not going to pass in Arizona at all. Let me tell you, that is going to be a nightmare living by that neighbor. I can't believe the HOA allowed it. All right, guys, Gilbert as a whole has so many things to offer, but I'll tell you, Just because a home has a Gilbert address doesn't mean they're equal. Again, I always tell people, wherever your employment is, that's where you want to kind of use as your like center place of where you're going to compare to. For the most part, very few employers are going to be closer to the new construction unless you're in the south part of Chandler, which that is where Intel is. Also, there is new employment coming to the Queen Creek area called LG Energy. So I would say if you work at those employers, then the new construction is closer proximity. If you're looking for literally the full rounded gamut of why it's so amazing to live in Gilbert, the resale is top notch. All right, guys, if you are thinking of moving to the greater Phoenix area, I want to hear from you. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Let's set up a Zoom. I did not cover a ton about Gilbert perspective because I feel like you can see that in any of my older videos or any other videos that are on there. But of course, give us a call. Just hit this QR, what is this called? The QR code. Grab your little phone, register there, give us a call. We can talk about new, resale, all over the greater Phoenix area. Just got to hear from you, so give us a call. Bye.